We are at the second half for Finney versus Geneseo. Finney at Geneseo as the Falcons take on the Blue Devils. Going into the second half, Finney has quite a deficit to overcome. 19-32 is the score, but it is closer than it has been at points. A 13-point deficit. Seems like it might even be capable of being overcome. Deficit was over 20 points at one point in the first half. The Falcons return with their starting lineup, and they will start the half with the ball. Clock is ticking. And the ball is tipped out of bounds by the Blue Devils. Stays Falcons ball on the baseline. Crandall wide open, gets the ball, drives in, and is good for two. 21-32 your score now as the Blue Devils work their way up the court. They get it in the paint, not able to do anything from there. Ainsworth goes for three and misses the mark. The Falcons get the ball back. Crandall grabbing the rebounds. And here's Crandall going for three, and she sinks it. And we have a timeout called by Geneseo. So as Finney comes to within 8, closing to 24-32 score, the Blue Devils call their first timeout of the game and of the half. 7:20 to go in the third quarter, with the Falcons trailing the Blue Devils 24-32. And it is going to be Blue Devils ball going down. Jackson thought she was wide open in the paint, but it wasn't there, and Falcons get the rebound. Grace Martin driving down, passes the ball out to Crandall. Crandall well covered, gets the ball out to Van Leeuwen. And then to Pasquantonio, drives in, and her shot draws the foul. So Sabrina Pasquantonio coming to the line for two shots, drawing the first foul of the second half, and the first foul for the Blue Devils. And Serena's first shot was a little too much on it. Second shot also a little too much on it, and Geneseo gets the recovery. There's Crandall with the steal. Crandall driving down. Gets fouled, but there's no call. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Falcons ball coming in. Crandall with the ball again to Martin. Back to Crandall. Swings it out wide to Van Leeuwen. Gets it out to Pasquantonio, loses it out of bounds, and it's going to be the Blue Devils ball on the sideline. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Geneseo ball. Long pass, Jackson. Now it's in to the paint. And Phelps hits it for two. 24-34 now your score. The Falcons down by 10. Martin's shot for three is short, and Geneseo recovers the ball. Going for three. That's Ainsworth. Which Ainsworth is that? Grace Ainsworth for three for the Blue Devils. 24-37 now your score. Van Leeuwen, nice little twist move. Drives in for two, 26-37. And the ball is knocked out of their hands, but Geneseo gets it back. Going for three. They're able to sink it. Grace Hainsworth again for three. 26-40, a 14-point deficit for the Falcons. Van Leeuwen going for three, bounces off the rim and out. Geneseo with the recovery. And they're able to make two off the quick pass, 42-26 with 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Antonio with the ball down underneath. Isn't able to make the shot. Antonio going again. Shot short. And Ziegler's shot counts. Just beat the buzzer. 28-42 is your score. Martin with the steal. Gets it off to Van Leeuwen. Goes for two. Bounces. Ziegler gets two and draws a foul. So 30-42 is your score as Gabby Ziegler comes to the line to shoot for one.
Good idea. A little softer. A little softer.
And one is good. So 31-42 is your score. 11 points down, the Falcons are. Keeping it right around there. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils working around the perimeter. They're finally able to get someone open, but the shot's no good. Trying again. There's a block, and Crandall grabs the ball. So the Falcons are able to hold the Blue Devils to no score there. Crandall going for her own rebound. Gets fouled, but there's no call. And Blue Devils aren't able to make the shot. Good defense from the Falcons, and it's Finney ball again. Still 31-42, 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Crandall wide open, goes for three, bounces, hits the top of the backboard. It's a dead ball. It's going to be Geneseo ball going down. Geneseo tries to get it into the paint, but there's no shot there. Now they're driving in, and they send it back out to the perimeter. And a bit of a trip. It's going to be called as a block. It's a foul on Van Leeuwen, her second for the night. First foul for the Falcons in this third quarter. Geneseo with the ball, going for three. And it's Grace Hainsworth, good for the field goal, 31-45. Now your score, 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Falcons with the ball. Lydia's shot is just, it wasn't there. Wasn't enough on it. I wasn't sure if she got blocked. It didn't look like she got blocked, but the shot looked like it. And now we've got a foul called on Gabby Ziegler. Didn't look like one from here, but it's going to mean two shots for Geneseo as Heidi Phelps comes to the line to shoot. First shot's a miss. Or no, they're not calling that on Ziegler. They're calling that on Van Leeuwen. They're saying that is the third foul for Van Leeuwen. No, they're correcting that. Second foul for Van Leeuwen. All right. And Van Leeuwen's shot is short, but the Falcons get the recovery. And Pasquantonio's shot has had too much on it, but there's some sort of ruling I don't quite follow that means it's going to stay Falcons ball. Maybe it was off of a Blue Devil hand. Either way, Falcons with the ball. They're working around the three-point line, and there's a shot from Van Leeuwen that misses the mark and rolls out off of a Falcons player. So Blue Devils ball now coming in. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Falcons down versus the Blue Devils 31-46. Geneseo has a 15-point lead, and that shot's no good. So the Falcons get the ball back and lose the ball out of bounds. Off of Geneseo, so it's going to stay Falcons ball. There we go. Van Leeuwen wide open, goes for three, bounces off the rim. Pasquantonio gets it back. Van Leeuwen again, sinks it this time. And so the Blue Devils get the ball back. We score 34-46. Falcons closing it to 12. And the Blue Devils answer with 2 points of their own, 34-48 now. And that pass off the mark. Van Leeuwen not ready for it where it went, so Geneseo gets the ball back. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Geneseo drives in and gets two. Faith Ainsworth with that one. Grace Martin drives in and draws a foul. So she comes to the line for two. As Geneseo reaches 3 team fouls this quarter. Grace's first shot is short. Substitution for Geneseo. Martin's second shot bounces off the back of the rim. And Geneseo gets the rebound. Tries driving in. There's a tip. Get it back. Ainsworth going for three. Bounces off the rim. And Martin with the ball. Driving down the court. Passes it to Ziegler, who is good for two. 20 seconds to go. 36-50 is your score. Good for three as time expires in the third. So going into the fourth quarter, your score is Finney Falcons 36, the Geneseo Blue Devils 53. 13 points to overcome for the Falcons with 8 basketball minutes left to go. teams return to the court. It's going to be a Geneseo ball coming in. The Falcons still with their starting personnel on the floor. Geneseo keeps swinging it. Now they get it inside and they go for it. There's two more for Geneseo, 36-55. Now the score.
Move.
Falcons swinging the perimeter as well. There's a shot. And Geneseo gets the rebound from it. And gets down the court. Now setting back up outside. Tried inside, nothing there. There, and they're going for three. And they hit it. Ruskoff, number 5 for Geneseo. Good for three. 36-58 now the score. Pasquantonio, good for two. 38-58 as Geneseo gets the ball back. 6:28 to go. There's a shot for three. Misses the mark. Rebounds, no good. Geneseo still somehow has the ball. Second shot for three just sails out of bounds, and it's going to be Falcons' ball. Going down with 5:56 to go. The Falcons facing a 20-point deficit. Needing some quick scores and some turnovers. Falcons continue to work the perimeter, draining the shot clock down to 9. There's a shot from Van Leeuwen. Bounced off the rim, and Geneseo gets the ball back. Pressure from Finney, no. Quick passes down the court to Geneseo, yes. And they add two, 38-60 now. Pasquantonio with an opportunity. Can't make it, and the Blue Devils get the rebound. Shot had too much on it. Martin comes down with the rebound. Brings things down for the Falcons. Gets it to Van Leeuwen, who's going for three. That is off target. Geneseo gets the ball back. Now we have a little bit of pressure. Not enough as the Falcons get a rebound. One little bit of a break for them there. And we have a timeout, full timeout called by Coach Blue. So 4:27 to go in the game. The Falcons down by a score of 38-60 versus the Geneseo Blue Devils. We have some blue children crawling on the court. No fouls for either team here in the fourth quarter. No players who are even close to being in foul trouble. So you could see the Falcons come out with an aggressive play style. Even if they draw fouls, they're not in any danger. just to try to coerce some turnovers. We'll see. Falcons with the ball. Clock now running. Martin drives in. No. Sends it out. Still working the perimeter. Pasquantonio takes a couple steps, turns back, sends it out to Crandall. Crandall back to Martin. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ball hits the rim, and Geneseo gets it back. Blue Devils working down the court. No pressure for the Falcons. Blue Devils get a quick pass in. Now back outside. And there's a whistle from the official. Possession's going to go back to the Falcons. Van Leeuwen brings the ball up the court. She's in trouble. She gets it out to Martin. Martin drives in, passes to Pasquantonio, going for three. Off the rim and out. And it's Geneseo with the ball. No pressure from the Falcons. 3:27 to go. Crandall with a steal. Drives down, slows down. Sends it back to Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen going for three. Bounces off the rim. Jackson grabs it for Geneseo. We have a whistle. And it is called on Van Leeuwen. It's her third of the night. First for the Falcons in this quarter as the Blue Devils send in the bench to finish out the game. 3:13 to go. Finney down by a score of 38-60. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Falcons ball going down. Falcons have sent in some of the bench as well. Danae Pissarro is in. Sylvia Fioravanti is in as Martin and Ziegler have taken a seat. Pasquantonio going for two. No, it's not there. And the rebound goes to the Blue Devils. 2.5 to go. The score remains 38-60. And the Blue Devils get two. (38-62) now. 2:20 to go. Crandall brings the ball down for the Falcons. Gets it out to Van Leeuwen. To Fioravanti. The shot goes over the rim. And Geneseo with the recovery. Geneseo gets it inside. And there's a shot. Bounces off the rim. They get the rebound. Nice pass inside for the Blue Devils, and they get two out of it. 38-64 now with 1:37 to go in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Blue Devils ball. Going down as Crandall takes a seat, and Jada Blackman is in the game. Blackman with a tip. Blackman driving down the court. Turns back outside. Sends it out to Van Leeuwen. Pissarro going for three. No, it's not there. Blackman saves the ball. Pissarro is not able to. That's going to be Blue Devils ball coming in here on the sideline. 1:08 to go. Our score is 38-64. Blue Devils on top. Blackman tips the ball out of bounds. So it's going to be Blue Devils ball coming in. Long pass, they're able to get it in. Pass it into the paint. Shot. It's no good. Van Leeuwen grabs it. Van Leeuwen driving down the court. Stops at the three-point line and shoots. Bounces off the rim and out. And Van Leeuwen comes to the floor, clutching her foot. So to stop the clock. Figure out what's going on. 44 seconds remain in the game. We've got ice coming from the home team. They get up on her feet on one foot. Martin helps her off the court. And so Desi Kato comes in the game in relief for Van Leeuwen. So it's Rita Pasquantonio, the lone starter, still on the floor for the Falcons. And Geneseo adds 6 more, 30 seconds to go. The score is 38-66. Falcons down underneath with the ball. They lose it. Geneseo gets it. And Geneseo moves down the court. 10 seconds to go. And they add 2 more. 30-point lead now for the Blue Devils. It's Falcons with the ball. Blackman going for 3. It's short. Geneseo with the rebound. And time expires. So the Falcons fall to the Blue Devils by a score of 38-68. That 30-point deficit, the widest it was all game. At one point, the Falcons were within 8 of the lead. Not able to hold on to that. And that's all from Geneseo. Have a good night.